This is the top 10 125cc motorcycles list from BikeMatters. Let's get into it. To kick off our top 10 list, we have the Keyway Superlight 125. Now the Superlight is a favourite amongst budding cruiser fans who have a thing for choppers, and as such is the best-selling 125 cruiser on the market. With unique looks and a good presence on the road, the ergonomics and riding experience is exactly that of a cruiser, with a characteristically low 730mm seat height. The 15-litre fuel tank is estimated to provide 110 miles per gallon or thereabouts, and the air-cooled single-cylinder motor will put out around 10.4 brake horsepower, but the bike only weighs in at 134 kilograms. Priced at £2,099, it's not a bad start to our list of this cruiser, and you'll go like a bat out of hell. Some of the key stats on the Superlight 125 is that it's got a top speed of around 70 miles per hour, it's got a 5-speed manual gearbox, and it has a front 270mm disc and a rear drum brake. At number 9, we have the Yamaha MT15. Now this is a bike that was updated in 2019 with a few new bits, but in 2020 it's also seen another update. It's going to have a brand new style to it. It will look a lot more similar to the MT10, and it's going to have an assist and slipper clutch, as well as other engine tweaks to really push this bike to the limit. It is one of the most popular naked 125cc bikes in the UK market for 2019, so no doubt it's going to be a popular bike for years to come. Of course, it looks great, but it's also a great performer on the roads. It's got a liquid-cooled single-cylinder motor and 6 gears, outputting a maximum 14.7 brake horsepower, which is right on the limit for CBT and A1 riders. This bike is packed with features, and it's going to have everything you need, including ABS system as standard, and it really will give you that big bike feel that you're after. The top speed is listed at 70 miles per hour, but I have no doubt it's going to be going a little bit more than that. Brand new, this bike will cost you around £4,349. A few key stats for the MT125. The weight itself is around 140 kilograms. It's got an 11.5 litre tank, which will get you around 130 miles per gallon. And of course, it's the 6-speed manual gearbox. At number 8 is the Honda MSX 125. Now a firm favourite worldwide with a cult following, the Honda MSX or Grom is number 8. Having been around since 2013, the Grom has been redesigned a few times and is still selling high numbers to this day. So it's clearly a firm favourite for beginner riders who may prefer a more compact ride. Heavily styled on street fighter bikes, the Grom or MSX 125 outputs 9.6 brake horsepower from its air-cooled single-cylinder motor and its 4 gears. Whilst that may not sound anything special, the Grom has a curb weight of 101 kilograms, and 12-inch wheels will mean it certainly builds up speed quickly. It's priced at around £3,389 brand new. This really is a great bike for beginner riders or anyone just fancies a fun ride around town. A few key stats, of course, the seat height is 765mm, the weight is only 101 kilograms, and it's got a 5.5 litre tank, which would get you around 185 miles per gallon. Our first sports bike in the top 10, and at number 7, is the Yamaha YZF R1 T5. A hugely popular sports bike from Yamaha, the YZF R1 T5 was also updated in 2019 and is inspired by its legendary bigger brother, the YZF R1. And they aren't messing around. This bike really does push the limits for a 125cc sports bike. With an assist and slipper clutch, variable valve actuation, and high flow cylinder head, power is no problem at the max 14.7 brake horsepower for a CBT and A1 rider. Plus the MotoGP inspired cockpit and lightweight parts everywhere, the weight only comes in at 142 kilograms. And overall, this bike is wickedly fast for a 125cc. Brand new, you would be set back around £4,499. A few of the key stats here, the top speed is above 75 miles per hour. It's got an 11 litre tank, which will get you around 132 miles per gallon and an 820mm seat height. At number 6, it's another Yamaha, this time it's the YS125. Whilst it's directly aimed at learner riders and commuters after a reliable and commuter-friendly option, this 125cc motorcycle is still good fun on the roads. With its 18-inch wheels, eco indicator and a noted 140 miles per gallon, everything is geared towards riders who want to get about reliably and economically, but also have a good time whilst doing it, and it's sold very well over the last few years. I have actually tested this one with BikeMatters and I did have a great time on it, so if you want to know all about the YS125, the link is in the description. price of this bike is £2,899. In terms of key stats, there's a few bits here that really stand out to me. It's a 5-speed manual bike, of course, with a 14-litre tank with around 140 miles per gallon with that eco indicator that does come in very handy. The top speed is 70 miles per hour, or at least claimed. It's probably more around 65 miles per hour, but it really depends on your mileage yourself. The weight of the bike is very low, 129 kilograms, and it does get over nicely. So it's a very good bike to ride. I will at this point stop and say that Lexham Insurance do power BikeMatters and are 125cc motorcycle specialists. So if you're looking at this list thinking you're going to buy one of the bikes and also look to insure it, why not give Lexham Insurance a try? If you call them direct and let them know that BikeMatters sent you, they'll be sorting out the best deal they can for you. You can alternatively go online and quote your policy direct with them at lexhaminsurance.co.uk. Another small bike, the Honda Z125, is number 5. More widely known as the Honda Monkey Bike, the Z125 was released in 2019 as an alternative mode of transport that is surely just a bit of fun. It will only take up a tiny bit of room in your garage. It weighs 107 kilograms, has 9.25 brake horsepower, and can be bought in banana yellow. That doesn't mean it's lacking in spec though. You get upside down forks, twin rear shocks, front and rear discs with ABS, and it's basically a full bike that's shrunk in the wash. All in all, this monkey bike has sold well in 2019 and has a load of people monkeying around on the roads. Okay, sorry, I had to. The price is £3,699. A few of the key stats on this one, of course, it's got a 5.6 litre tank, which will estimate it give you 189 miles per gallon. It's a 4-speed manual gearbox. The seat is just 776mm and it has 12-inch wheels. At number 4 is the Lexmoto LXR 125, a bike that has quickly soared up to the top sales list and is now by far the most popular 125cc machine to come out of the Lexmoto HQ. It's an incredibly impressive motorcycle that really does feel like a big bike, but you don't need a big budget to get one. It's just £2,199. It's quite possibly one of the cheapest liquid-cooled motorcycles you can find, and it has dual front discs. It does perform incredibly well out on the road, outputting 12.1 brake horsepower and weighing just 167 kilograms. I've reviewed the LXR 125 myself, although it was the special edition version. So check this one out if you're after a sports bike. It is selling well for a reason. And you can have a look at my review if you really fancy finding out more about the LXR 125. A few key stats here. The top speed is noted at 70 miles per hour. It has a 13.5 litre tank, which is going to get you around 100 miles per gallon, and it's a 5-speed manual gearbox with an 800mm seat height. At number 3, we have the KTM Duke 125. One of the all-time favourites for many riders in the UK, the KTM 125 Duke is a hugely popular bike, and it's shown that with some pretty impressive sales figures in 2019. While self-confessed as an entry-level bike from KTM, it's far from entry-level when it comes to the stats. A TFT display, LED lights, 6-speed transmission, a liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine that outputs 15 brake horsepower, and the Duke is going to be a hugely fun bike to ride out on the road. Somehow it only weighs 137 kilograms too. If you fancy being a proper hooligan, yes you do, you could even get a KTM factory graphics kit to stand out even more than the bright orange. Brand new, it's £4,099. A few of the key stats here. Top speed is 75 miles per hour, and of course it is a liquid cool engine, which is very good for a 125cc. It's a 6-speed bike. The seat height is 830mm, and it does weigh only 137 kilograms. This is definitely one to consider if you're after a good fun 125cc. At number 2, we have the Honda CB125R. This Neo Sports Cafe from Honda was missing on our previous list of top 10 125cc motorcycles, and you definitely let us know about it, so we had to include it. An absolutely stunning 125cc bike, the CB125R is given a distinctive look that isn't far off its bigger brothers in the 650 and 1000cc models. LED lights, Nissin brakes, and a cafe style, the CB125R also comes in a variety of different colour options to stand out on the road. With 13.1 brake horsepower output from the liquid-cooled single-cylinder motor, this bike has done incredibly well in its first year in the market, and it's great fun on the road. It's also £3,989 brand new. A few of the key stats for the CB125R. Now, it's got a 10.1 litre tank, and it will get you around 136 miles per gallon. The gearbox is 6-speed manual and it is of course a liquid cooled motor. The seat height is 816mm as well. So the number one bike is the Honda CB125F. Retaining its place at the top of the pile, it was number one in our top 10 from last year. The CB125F is a great option for new bikers who have most likely just passed their CBT course riding on one of these, as I did. Trusty, stable and nimble, the CB125F is a pretty much do-it-all bike from a manufacturer that sell an outrageous number of bikes in a year. Whilst it's absolutely not their highest powered 125cc bike on the market with 10.4 brake horsepower, it's still punchy enough for a bit of fun and it's very reliable, and goes to show that top speed isn't always king. Whilst it does only have a 13-litre tank, it does get you around 151 miles per gallon and it only weighs 128 kilograms. Brand new, this one will cost you around £2,829. A few of the key stats here: the top speed is noted at around 65 miles per hour. It's a 5-speed bike and the seat height is 775mm. The wheels are nice and big as well, with 18-inch front and rear. So that rounds up our top 10 125cc motorcycles. Is there any that we left off on this list? Is there any that we missed out on? If so, please let us know in the comments so we can make sure to be informed of what's the most popular, because you definitely let us know last time. Of course, whilst you're down there, like the video, subscribe to BikeMatters and hit the notification bell so you get notified on all of our latest uploads as soon as they go out. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one.